Hey guys, so I went to the dealer and I picked up all the filters and the fluids, and I got that accelerator cable bracket and a few other miscellaneous parts that I needed, really small stuff. But those guys at the dealership were super helpful. They were like super helpful. I was amazed how helpful those guys, and the prices for the filters and the fluids and stuff were actually surprisingly reasonable. So I was really happy with that experience. So that was great. And so today we're going to go out to the machine and crank it over and just try to get that thing going. So let's get out there and see what happens with that. All right, guys. So we've got the fluids about right in here, and I filled it up with water. And so right away I can see there's a problem with the water pump. It's just coming out that little hole on the side. And so I bypassed the coolers right here. I just spliced these together on each side because the cooler has some health problems. So we're just gonna get this up and running and see what happens. So let's see, let's do a quick walk around, just take a peek at everything. So we've got the fuel all set up. These are the only two wires that are disconnected. I'm not sure what they're for. I saw pictures online where it's kind of like up like this. I don't see anywhere where they can go right now, so I'm just not going to worry about it for the time being. All right, this battery box is pretty messed up, but we're just going to get this going once again after everything's going, and come back and fix this guy because this thing's kind of a mess. All right, so obviously this isn't the original battery. I just had this battery from another machine, so I just put these caps on it once again just to get this thing running. All right, take two on the battery install. The other one was no good, so hopefully that's why it didn't turn over. That battery cable, that positive one, is still really wonky. I don't like it, but I don't have a similar one right now. I'm gonna have to look or maybe make a new cable, but I tried to clean out some space in between here. Turn the power back on. All right, headphones off. Okay, we got power. These actually look brighter, I think. Maybe I'm making that up. I don't know. Let's see if it turns over. Nothing. That does not sound right. Okay, so last time I think it did this was getting stuck. Just wasn't turning the key far enough. Wish I had an oil pressure gauge. So, kind of want to spray some ether in there, but I kind of don't. Stop. I just disconnected this because I was trying to shoot some ether in there and I just disconnected the glow plugs while I did that. All right, so I cracked these two lines. Did I get this one? Here, let's get this one too. And these are like way down, obviously, because the injector is way in there, but I don't want to take off the valve cover to crack the injectors, so we're just doing it down here. I know that doesn't make complete sense, but okay, now we're going to crank it over. All right, now we got fuel coming in. All right, this is a good sign. So we didn't do that back cylinder, but I think that'd be hard to get to. If we can just get it running on 3 cylinders, it'll bleed itself out on the other one. Okay, we're gonna try again now. Okay, we're just gonna give the starter a rest so it doesn't overheat when I burn the starter out. And hopefully it's letting some air out instead of just compressing the air. So hopefully it's not just like bouncing the fuel up, compressing the air, and then bouncing back down. Hopefully it's ejecting some of that air into the cylinder so we can get some fuel up there. Otherwise we're gonna have to take the valve cover back off, which I don't really want to do. Okay, let's try again. All right, we're just gonna let it rest for a second again. Oh, and I think that other battery may have still been good. The key's a little glitchy on the ignition part. Like, I think there was one more click on that, so maybe they only give me $5 for the core, so maybe I'll go back there. Maybe they'll buy it. I can buy it back for $5. Okay, we're gonna try again. Okay, letting it rest again. Oh, I think we're gonna have to take that valve cover off. Dagnabbit.
So this is good. So we know that the fuel rod is working, because if the fuel rod wasn't working, there would be no fuel coming up through here. So it's definitely wants to pump some fuel in the motor, so that's good. Okay, here we go again. Okay, gonna rest for a minute. I think we're gonna have to bleed the injectors all the way up. Starting to rain. This might be a project for tomorrow. Okay, here we go again. Okay, I can feel the battery slowing down already. It's a brand new battery. I don't even feel like we cranked it that much. Maybe I should bring the truck over here and jump the truck so we don't totally chow the battery on this thing. Okay, here we go again. We got the car hooked up to it. Pull this guy back off and try it with a little ether again. It seems to have too much compressor for ether, though. It's like igniting too soon. This is a positive, so I don't want that to touch anything. It's just going to be temporarily for a minute. Sounds fantastic. I don't want to touch that though. Wow, I'm totally psyched. That thing, look at that thing. It's barely moving. Look at that. There's almost no vibration. That thing runs fantastic. So I just went over to the other side and I misted some ether from super far away just so it could barely get some. Just enough so that it could get turned into, to get the diesel to the injector. Alright, we don't have any, we got a little water, we got a water leak. I think that the water pump is gone. Not my favorite, but I'm glad we didn't put fluid in it. So nothing crazy leaking over here. So we're looking in good shape.
So that was super exciting. Right after I got the thing going, I tried to use some of the controls, and one of the lines blew on the pilot controls. So I had to go out and change that line to get the hydraulics to work again. But we're going to, next time we're going to walk around the machine. We're going to kind of go over some of the hydraulics inside and stuff like that, and just see everything function and everything. And I lost a bunch of footage from when I changed the fluids and everything like that. But I'm just going to show you guys some tips on stuff that I learned while I was changing the fluids, and I don't know, stuff that might be helpful to you guys if you're doing the same kind of thing. So thanks for watching, and I'm really excited about this. I know there's still a bunch of stuff to do. Still have to do the oil coolers and stuff like that, and there's a bunch of other little stuff that still needs to be done, but this is really huge, and it just ran great, and I'm beyond excited. So thanks for watching, guys, and we'll catch you next time.